This is Beatriz Ferrer-Salat. She is double medalist at the Olympics in Athens and #1 rider in Spain. Beatriz has agreed to talk to us about her experience with the ConCord. Beatriz, what was your first experience with the ConCord?
The first time I heard about the ConCord was from a friend of mine in Aachen at the show, and then my first experience was 2 days later. I tried it on my horses and it worked really, really well, I have to say.
What convinced you that the ConCord works?
The ConCord works for me because the horses are much calmer when you walk them in hand. Normally they just jump around or they look at things, they come with a head up, and with the ConCord it brings them calm and they walk in hand really, really easy.
You use an osteopath, physiotherapists, vets and special training programs for your horses. How can the ConCord help in all that?
The ConCord helps in all my work because it goes with my philosophy of having happy horses, working with me, and it's all a team. I think I have the osteopath, my physiotherapist, they're all trying that the horses feel well to be able to perform. And the ConCord helps the horses through the relaxation and the building of muscles. I think it helps them to perform much better.
What is important to you when training a horse?
When training a horse, the most important for me is that the horses work with you, that they are happy and that they enjoy what they're doing. So for that, they need to be able to do what you're asking for. I am absolutely convinced that the ConCord works. I've been using it for a couple of weeks now, and I can already feel the horses with a little bit more muscle in the back. And there you put the ConCord and they're already quiet when you walk them, so it really works.
Can anybody use the ConCord? Is it easy to use?
The ConCord is easy to use. You have to know how to put the rope through, which is very well explained, and then you just have to go with the horse and with the halter or the snaffle, and I found it really easy. I think the ConCord is very safe, much safer than just walking in hand with a rope, because as I said, it keeps the horse very calm.
And would you use the ConCord for your competition horses?
I've been doing it already and it helps a lot.
During a competition?
Absolutely. I would like to use the ConCord on a competition because in the competitions there's many new things that happen around and they're always looking a little bit here and there, and sometimes they're a bit naughty, so it's very good for them to have the ConCord.
Why would you advise other horse owners to use the ConCord?
For the same reasons I use it, which is to have them relaxed. It's very good when they have an injury and then you have to walk them in hand. It is much safer because you keep the horses calm, and then it builds the muscles up, and I think it gives mentally the horses they are much more quiet, so I think that's very important for them.
Do you think the ConCord promotes the well-being of horses?
I think the ConCord promotes the well-being of horses because the horses are much more relaxed. They walk through their bodies, through their backs, and then they get more muscles, and they are very happy with it.
Do you use the ConCord only by your injured horses or also next to your daily training?
I've used it now. Luckily my horses were not injured, so I used it with all my horses, and I always ride them once a day and they get walked once or twice a day now because of this, because I know it helps them in the muscles and everything. So I use it for injured horses and not injured horses.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.